Something to keep in mind about Pluto being in Aquarius on a magical, spiritual, elevated level, elevating, bringing through a ring, okay, is that Pluto is one of the kind of the ancestral planet. It's kind of the ancestral planet. It has to do with our will, how our will of the ancestors got us as an individual here onto the earth, like the decisions that were made before us. What are those ancestors wrapped up in? What curses and cycles have been broken? What curses and cycles are we benefiting from because of where we come from? So Pluto being in Aquarius means that we're not only wrapped up in our social circles with other people as individual ancestors, like I'm an ancestor, you're an ancestor, we're human beings living on the earth, right? So it's not just being wrapped up with them on an individual level, we're also wrapped up in cycles together of where our ancestral inheritance comes from. Pluto being in Aquarius, one of the things that is really important to remember, keep in mind, and just practice with how you need to in elevation and in love. May that be true for you. If you are aligned with someone, a friend, a business partner, an ally, whoever, if you are aligned with someone, you're also going to need to pay attention and kind of just lock in with how are they moving in their ancestral inheritance? How are they moving with what has been offered to them by their ancestral lineage? Because the deals, exchanges that we're creating while Pluto's in Aquarius, Saturn's still a part of Aquarius, is still very serious. It's still hierarchical when it comes to those ancestral lineages. But Uranus is about what comes before us, what predates us, what was here prior to our structure that we have right here, right now. So if you realize that you're, aligned with someone who, what I've been saying recently to clock this, is that their ancestors are showing. It could be used that narrative could be used in a supportive way, like, oh my gosh, I see this really great thing that you're able to do for yourself because of where you come from. But mostly I've been using that in the sense of, oh, your ancestors are showing, you might want to check that out. I'm also mostly around people who look like me though, so for reference of where that comes from. So if somebody else's ancestors are showing, coming through, do you agree with that? Does your ancestral lineage agree with that? Are you safe around that? Is it a dangerous thing? Are you able to sit and elevate together and understand some things together? Are you able to break the curses together? Because that's also Pluto and Aquarius, relying on each other to help break curses. As a part of it, there's a lot of cooperative magic happening with Pluto and Aquarius. That's it just is. Whether we like it or we don't, Pluto does not really care. That's where we are. Something to keep in mind, because we'll be going through Pluto and Aquarius until 2043. 2043! That's a while. That's a long time. And what happens with the planetary transits is that they start, and once they start, they compound and just roll over on itself. It's like a snowball until we get to the end of it. It matures until we're done. So what you're working with in alignment in the early phases of Pluto being in Aquarius on an ancestral integration level, boundaries, healthy relationship with the ancestral inheritance. Also, because Saturn is involved in this, the systems and institutions that your ancestors benefit and or do not benefit from, and what you are aligned with there, and how the people around you are aligned with that. There are so many different ways that you could read into that and apply that. Okay, so on a general level. Yeah. Clock in and lock up, because what do I mean by lock up? Just get really comfortable understanding where you come from and making sure that you can handle where you come from on a neutral level. Okay, good, bad, that is up to you to discern how you're practicing and what you want in your life and what you want for the world and how you're interacting with that. But be mindful, be aware, because how you're moving now could be something that you have to deal with for the next 20-ish years until Pluto is done being in Aquarius. Not always is Pluto fun. It really is going to let us get the work done, though. And if you're watching this and you happen to be a practitioner who's maybe a little bit more experienced and a little bit more seasoned in that area of your life, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be a great friend to you, because you are going to have the understanding of the roots of where you come from and where other people come from. And Pluto's a binding planet. So if you have the understanding of those roots, you're going to be able to move things the way that you're going to need to move them so that other people can be rooted out of the places that you may not necessarily agree with. And because of Saturn, that can be done on an institutional level also. How you apply that, completely up to you, okay? Discern for yourself, learn for yourself, earn for yourself. Like I said, that one's for a little bit more seasoned practitioner. If you have the experience of working that sort of magic. Because if you don't, it's a little, you just got to know what you're doing. That's really what it is. And that is earned wisdom. So, and when I say earned wisdom, I mean you paid for it in the spirit, not you went and paid another practitioner $1 to tell you. There are some things that it's the spirit's honor to offer to you. Sometimes it comes from other people to activate it or to start it, but there are some things that need to be earned in the spirit, learned in the spirit, from the spirit, with the spirit. So that's how I'll leave that. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. If that is work that you are in, work that you're doing, work that you're elevating yourself in, okay, gratitude, reverence, and love to you, to the spirits who offer us that elevation and love. That's true. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you, the mothers and the fathers who are free, who do help to love and elevate me, and the people that I see and do agree. Thank you. I love you. And gratitude, reverence, and love to you, if that is work that you do. I think I already said it. I'll say it again. Thank you. I just wanted to bring this reminder to, Pluto is a binder. So whoever you're associating with, you're bound up with their ancestors in those associations while Pluto is in Aquarius, which is a long time. And there's a lot of different ways that you will be able to navigate that. And that's what I'll say about it. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. I'll talk to you soon.